I'm Nick Samari, Regional Sales Manager for RiverStone Luxury Fifth Wheels, and today we are fittingly at the Dream Lab for Forest River because we build dreams every day at RiverStone. So let's go through the 39 RKFB. Welcome to the 39 RKFB RiverStone. We're going to show you the highlight features of this floor plan today, do a quick little walk around. So starting out in the kitchen, you've got real Corian countertops. We like to use a lot of residential features at RiverStone. So this sink is going to be deeper than about any sink you're going to see in an RV. Nice, heavy, solid countertops, real Corian. This little insert pulls out. You've got a trash can down here. It will fit a 13-gallon trash can out that door, so you can fill that baby all the way up. Now you're going to notice the hardwoods. This is our Juno Gray wood interior. All these doors are stained hardwoods. They are soft close hinges and magnets as well for holding the door shut while you're going down the road. You don't have any glasses rolling out. 30-inch convection residential Samsung microwave. The convection microwave is an upgrade option. If you don't take that option, you're still going to get a 30-inch stainless steel Samsung over-the-range micro. That microwave will vent outside. You got a full 4-burner stove here with a huge oven. It's going to be as big as you're going to see in an RV. You also have a residential Fisher-Paykel dishwasher standard. So if anything else offers this, it's going to be an option. Most fifth wheels are an option, a smaller RV dishwasher. You're not going to be able to fit your residential plates in it, not nearly as many of them. That only uses 2.8 gallons to run a cycle, so it's actually probably more efficient than you can wash the dishes by hand. I know water usage is a big deal to a lot of people. You got a Samsung residential fridge. Now it is their digital inverter series. So that fridge will stay cold on about an amp of power an hour. So off a standard 12-volt marine battery, you're going to get about 18 hours of runtime off your inverter. So even though it's not a two-way, it is set up to be camper friendly. You can fit 4 batteries in here. Lithium, 6-volt, 12-volt, whatever you want. So the dry camper is still going to be taken care of without going to a propane fridge. You have a ton of cabinet space in these. All hardwoods again. That's one thing I'm going to harp on as we do this. Everything in here from your window valances to your trim, your slide out trim, all your tops, they're stained hardwood. We don't use any lumber core. We don't use any pressed board. You're going to get real stained hardwoods, your crown moldings as we're going through, your big arch here in the kitchen. You see we use a little higher end accent lighting than most fifth wheels. And then the ceiling in this kitchen is one of those most spectacular things we probably do in this division. I know a lot of people really love it. This is the only floor plan we do it in. Now we're going to move into the living room. The living room of the 39 RKFB comes standard with your power theater seats. Those are going to have heat, massage. They've got USB plugins on the front, on the cup holders. This is a true hide-a-bed sofa, so it's going to sit residential because you're sitting on springs. We went away from those tri-folds everywhere we could, and that really just gives you a more comfortable seat, a little more of a residential feel. You'll notice that in the 2020s, you've got black shades. And the reason we went black is we really lighten things up in here, so we had to get rid of that cream. So you're going to notice our wall boards are lighter than they used to be. The ceiling's a lot wider than it used to be. Just brightens it up, makes it feel a little more residential, a little bigger in here. We didn't go surgical white, so it's not blowing up in your face bright. You'll notice one of the key parts of this living room is going to be this desk. Most guys, you have to get a mid-office if you want to have a desk in your unit. We do a big 72-inch desktop. It is interchangeable to a sofa if you'd like. You can do a second hide-a-bed there, but most of them you're going to see are going to be equipped with that desk. It's been a real game changer for that extended stay guy that doesn't want to waste 20% of his unit with an office and a mid-office unit. Gives you a nice big office area without sacrificing much space. Now on this entertainment wall, you will notice this accent wall that's real wood. So it's a residential product. It's called Finium Friendly Wall. It gives you a nice shiplap look. It is a repeating pattern, so if you ever were to damage it, you can order individual pieces to replace on this. JBL soundbar is going to be your standard sound equipment in a RiverStone. You're going to have a CD, DVD player, so that is 12 volt, and it does have 12 volt speakers for your radio to play through in the ceiling. As you work down the wall, you've got a fireplace. That electric fireplace does have a heater in it. We have it on right now on a cold day in northern Indiana. So you can turn it on just for ambient, the look as well, ambient lighting. So 65-inch Samsung TV, it's a UHD, Ultra HD TV from Samsung, Smart TV. You're gonna have that in every floor plan, but the 37FLTH and the 39RBFL, they will have a 55-inch Samsung UHD. Fit between the cabinets and that front windshield. We had to go a little smaller, unfortunately. Also in this living space, you've got a beautiful infinity light. It's great accent lighting. If you do turn it off, it's gonna be just a black piece of glass. Still a nice accent. You've got a ceiling fan on this ceiling as well. Every living room but the 39RBFL is gonna have a ceiling fan in it. In a 39FK, you're gonna have a ceiling fan in the bedroom as well. It's only floor plan tall enough bedroom to do a ceiling fan. You know, one quick thing while we're right here, you can touch up and feel it in all your slides. Again, that's stained hardwood. You go do that to most fifth wheels, it's gonna be a thin piece of paneling made to look like wood. It's gonna be pressed board, or it's gonna be a foam or plastic piece. We're one of the only guys that your light bezels, everything in here is real stained hardwood. That means it's repairable, it's gonna last longer. If you damage something, even if it's not something we build anymore, we can get it from our supplier, made to match, an old color, or you can go to a local wood guy if you wanna add a cabinet somewhere in a unit, and he can stain the wood to match. So that's the beauty of using real hardwoods instead of paper wrap products. Now let's go take a look at the rest of this unit. Start out with your half bath. Most products in your half bath, you're just gonna have a toilet and a sink. You're gonna have a lot of wasted space. So we added your washer dryer to this half bath. It's gonna get it out of your bedroom, free up space up front. And you still have your toilet, your sink. You know, we put a fantastic fan in here that's got the rain sensor in it, so it'll automatically go on. So automatically go on and off with rain. That way, as you're using the dryer and it's getting humid in there, you're gonna be able to keep that humidity going out the top. Now, as we work our way into the bedroom, we're gonna go past your control panel. Inside of your control panel, you've got your power control system. That's gonna work with your 3 ACs to keep you from overloading your breakers and also keep you from underpowering the AC. So you got all 3 ACs on, you go to use a coffee pot, you go to use a hair dryer. It's gonna turn off the compressor in the 3rd AC until you have the juice to turn it back on instead of blowing a breaker. You've got your LCI, your MyRV one control system. So everything, about half your lights are gonna be on there. Your lights will also have a switch on the wall as well. Your slide outs, your awnings are gonna be on there, your leveling system, as well as having an external pad. You can control your leveling system in here as well. You see a little Go Power inverter button here. So we actually put a 1500 watt inverter on all your RiverStone products. That's part of the Forced Ultimate Electronics package. That inverter is going to control your power theater seats, your refrigerator. It's going to control your living room TV, your bedroom TV, and an outlet by the desk. Now, if you're plugging a couple laptops in and you're using all those items, you can overpower the inverter. Just keep that in mind if you're plugging in some serious charging. You want to make sure you don't have the heat and massage on your recliners too. Now, along with that, we use a 190 watt Go Power solar panel on every single unit. We use a solar controller that can handle up to 2 more panels. So you can do an optional 3 panels from the factory, or you can add them later yourself. Now with that, that controller will work with lithium batteries, 6-volt batteries, 12-volt batteries, whatever setup you want. So we don't do a big battery package from the factory. There's so many options out there. We let the customers choose what they feel is best for them. We'll put 1 battery in every unit from the factory, so you can use all these items. But if you're looking for some serious runtime on your TVs, your fridge, using some laptops off the grid, you're gonna need to upgrade your batteries. But your converter and your solar panels will work with any type of battery you wanna use in there. You also see a knob for your Truma water heater. So that's one of the big features we'll hit on the outside. But that Truma is probably the nicest water heater in the market. Not many people are doing it standard, but it doesn't fail. It works great. It can be decalcified. I'll show you that on the outside as well. It's all around a great product, probably the best water heater we've used at RiverStone. Coming into the bedroom, you're gonna see a 72 by 80 inch king bed. Now we use a nice 10-inch memory foam mattress. The bed also does lift up on struts. So you'll see this unit has the leaf for the table in it. Now you can put an optional 2 folding chairs in here as well, and this is where they would be located underneath the bed. So you have a nice bedspread, pillows. They're gonna match your accent valances in your bedroom. One nice feature about the bedroom is you have a laundry chute that's going to drop your clothes right down next to your washer and dryer. This bedroom, you'll notice, has no carpet. So we offer carpet delete in the bedroom for a slight upcharge on RiverStone models. Now, another thing we offer that you aren't necessarily going to see on the price sheet is extra storage in place of a fireplace. So you saw the fireplace in the living room. Your standard would come with a second fireplace in the bedroom. If you decide you don't need that extra heat, you don't want the electric heat of the fireplace, or you want to add the heat pump in place of it, you can delete this fireplace. We'll put this cabinet in here. I know some of our extended stay customers really enjoy the extra storage space. So you'll notice next to the bed on each side, you've got 2 USB ports and you've got 110 outlets as well. So there's plenty of charging area by the bed. You've also got nightstands that actually have doors on the front of them. A lot of times you're just going to see a blank spot there. You're going to see a couple of open shelves with no doors. So we really try to finish things off nicely. 39-inch bedroom TV, nice big hardwood top on your dresser there as well. Now what really stands out in this unit is this master bathroom. So you've got nice dual vanity sinks, again Corian tops. You notice we've really brightened it up in this bathroom a little this year. We've gone to white showers, white toilets. The countertops are pretty white as well. Got a little speckle to them. But you come into this walk-in closet. In here you've got a Wi-Fi Max router from King. So in addition to the One Control Connect Anywhere system that we use, the One Control system, you can make it an AT&T hotspot for the unit. With that, you can amplify the campground's Wi-Fi, make a secure network in your unit, and extend the campground's Wi-Fi network as well. I know a lot of these campgrounds are getting better and better Wi-Fi capabilities. We still put the hotspot capability in here for those of you that are not quite in the parks that have upgraded all their infrastructure yet. But you'll notice nice cedar-lined area here for hanging jackets, hanging shirts up. Got a nice little bench with shoe storage underneath it, as well as hanging bars with shelves on each side of this closet. All right, so before we head outside, I want to give you a quick appliance breakdown of what you'll find standard in a RiverStone. So standard, you're going to get 2 Whisper Quiet Penguin 2 Whisper Quiet ACs, 15K a piece. Now you can add a third. When you add the third, that's when you get that power control system that we mentioned earlier. Now your heat's going to be 40,000 BTU furnace. You're going to have an electric fireplace in the living room, electric fireplace in the bedroom that are both electric space heaters as well. For your dishwasher, you're going to have that Fisher Paykel nice big drawer dishwasher. You're going to have the Insignia 4-burner range, Samsung refrigerator. You're going to get a Splendide stackable washer dryer standard as well. Your water heater is going to be that Truma AquaGo Comfort, and that Comfort is a 20,000 to 60,000 BTU variable BTU on-demand water heater. So those are going to be your main appliances that you're going to get in the RiverStone. All right, now let's talk about 39 RKFB standard, and I'm going to go over some optional exterior features on these as well. So every RiverStone except for the 39FK is going to have an area for an exterior TV. This is an option. You get an exterior TV. It's a 39-inch TV. On the garage models, it'll be a 50. Now on this model, you've also got a Bluetooth Furrion speaker. See, with an aux cable, we actually hook it up to the TV, so you've got better TV sound, but you can take it off its charging dock, take it anywhere you want, hook it to your phone for music. It's waterproof. And also, you can charge your phone off of it for more outdoor enthusiasts that are biking, kayaking, they want to take it with them out in the woods. You're going to be able to charge cameras, phones, whatever you want with the USB off of it. You'll notice on this door, it's a nice thick door. A lot of products you're going to see thinner doors. Everything we do at RiverStone is going to be a little thicker, a little heavier. You know, you're going to see dual pane windows on the entire unit standard. Most guys, that's an option. You're going to see a 3-inch wall. Most guys are going to build a 2-inch wall. There's only 1 or 2 other fifth wheels in the industry you can even get with a 3-inch wall. So we're going to have an inch more insulation. It's going to be a thicker, heavier built wall. It's also hung wall construction. With hung wall construction, instead of welding your aluminum in the wall structure that's going to make it real rigid, you can overheat the aluminum a little too much when you're welding it and make it brittle next to the weld. And as you're rigid going down the road and start getting some flex, you have an opportunity for those welds to crack, or the aluminum next to the weld to crack is really where the biggest problem comes in. So ours is done with 90-degree L brackets on every stud. It's screwed and glued. So all those studs are glued with the Sikaflex glue, which is 450 PSI. And then it's also going to be screwed into the stud and the main rails. Then our entire wall actually sits on top of your floor and it's screwed down into the floor instead of hanging onto the outside of the wall, or your wall hanging onto the outside of the floor. So your roof, your walls, your front walls, your back wall, your floor is all gonna be an aluminum structure, all on 16-inch centers at most. So they're well built. We use 1/2-inch plywood decking on the roof instead of 3/8. We use 5/8 tongue groove plywood on your floor decking. So really we're using some of the best materials in the industry. We're built on a 12-inch I-beam frame. One big thing on the outside when we talk construction, our steel frame comes all the way back to your interior steps. Almost every other fifth wheel on the market, your steel upper deck is gonna stop right in here. And that's why most guys, you see one propane bottle in the front of the unit on each side, and we can fit two next to each other because our steel deck is running all the way back. When you open up our pass-through storage, you're gonna see, you can leave this light on motion, but you're gonna see steel up here, how well it's finished off in here. Most guys are gonna look and this is gonna be aluminum. So all that road stress that's going on the front of the unit is only getting dispersed over a little area, and they've got a bunch of aluminum tying in the rest of this drop frame area. All that road stress on the front of our unit is getting tied in and dispersed over this entire length of frame here. So it's just gonna hold up better. It's gonna be a more solid frame over time. You're gonna get a lot better use out of it. You're gonna get a longer use out of it. Now, standard, you're starting to see more and more of these Moride steps. One thing we do at RiverStone is we use your strut assisted step, so it's lightweight. See, it doesn't fall. When you're talking 4 steps with all this on the side of them, that's a big heavy step to lift. This one you can do with a finger, do it with my pinky. And once it locks in, those struts get back to their compressed position, and they're gonna help hold the stairs there as well. One of the nicest things of those struts is when you go to adjust this. Before, you were sitting here trying to hold it on your leg. Now you can just pull it in and out. Huge thing when you're 42 feet long, like a lot of our floor plans, midship turn signal on everything we build. Every semi in the country has turn signals on their side. Very few RVs do. When you're going down the highway, it's nice to let people know you're getting over. Another nice addition for the highway is the optional 4-camera system. So it's gonna be 2 side view cameras, an over the door camera, and a rear view. Now you're parked somewhere, you can pull that inside and plug the screen in inside the unit, and you can view all 4 cameras on one screen, kind of like a little security system. But going down the road, you can split the screen so you're seeing your left and your right moving down the road, and obviously backing in then you can isolate any single camera, so you can isolate your backup camera. You got a nice big generator compartment up front. This unit is prepped for a generator. It does not have the generator installed. We do an optional gen prep, and we do an optional 5.5 Onan propane generator. Now this is our standard Rotaflex hitch. You still do have some movement in the front of this hitch. Now the upgrade is the Trail Air Air Ride hitch. Everything we build, 21,000 pound hitches, 21,000 pound upper decks. Now this unit, in particular, it is a GVWR of about 19,000 pounds. These are the battery trays. They fully extend, they lock out so it doesn't slip on you when you're trying to put a battery in. These trays are wide enough to fit 2 6-volt batteries next to each other or 2 12-volt batteries next to each other. So you can get a total of 4 batteries. Now this is your water control panel. So in here, it gives you directions whether you're dry camping, trying to winterize the unit. That sticker is going to be color coded with the corresponding handles down below, the valves. You've also got a true battery disconnect right here. A nice spot for your hose to come right up through from the bottom. And you connect it in here for your fresh water, your black tank flush. This unit has 2 bathrooms, 2 toilets, so you are going to have a second black tank flush on the side of the unit. Now, in every unit inside of this pass-through storage, you are going to have your hydraulic pump and hydraulic reservoir. This unit has the MORryde suspension upgrade, and you have the brake actuator that goes with those Kodiak disc brakes in this compartment as well. If you ever have to add brake fluid, if you ever have a problem with the brake actuator, it's easy to access. You're not tearing apart your underbelly trying to find it. I mentioned the Truma water heater briefly on the interior part of this video. So this Truma water heater has this little filter basket in it. When you go to winterize, this Truma water heater does have 1.3 liters in it of water at all times. You pull that, the water drains out. Now you've been at a campground with hard water, you know it's gunking up the inside of this thing. You buy a Truma decalcification tablet, you throw it in here, put it right back in, go inside, you're gonna set it to clean. It's gonna clean all that gunk out so finely that it actually just passed right through your gray tank. Now as we're moving along the unit, you'll notice our skirting, it's a little sturdier than most units out there. It's an 040 metal. A lot of guys are gonna use an 024 and 030 aluminum, just a thinner gauge aluminum. We go a little thicker, put a nice bend in it to add some strength. We also go all the way to the I-beam with it, which is just gonna make it sturdier and stronger. It's gonna keep things cleaner that are running along your I-beam. You know, even our fender skirting, you see it's just a nicer, thicker, it's not that cheap, flat plastic panel that a lot of guys run. So everything we do, we try to do a little nicer, a little cleaner. This is that garbage from the kitchen that we were talking about earlier, a little garbage container. So realistically in this door, you're gonna put a 13-gallon trash can in here. It's gonna fill the space, you're still gonna be able to empty it. We also have an interior kitchen cabinet corner where you're not gonna be able to access from inside, so we have a little extra outside storage. If you have extra cords, extra hoses, that type of stuff, that's a good easy spot to put it in. Now in your power cord area right here, it is a 12-volt power cord reel. So I'm not gonna roll it all the way up because I'm plugged in, but I'll show you. I'm gonna feed it through the door, and you just hit this, and it's gonna reel it up. So what I always do is I feed the whole cord in or out of that hole to start, and then I roll it up. Now you have full fiberglass rear caps on RiverStones. Not a ton of products are doing fiberglass rear caps anymore. You'll notice we've gone to a red tail light in the past couple years, a round tail light. Those round lights, you'll see our high visibility chrome in there with LEDs. So similar to your auto lights that you're seeing now, they're a high vis chrome insert. It's not just a cheap flat LED panel. 2-inch hitches. So 2-inch receivers on everything, 300 pounds, bike racks, luggage racks, whatever you'd like. You're gonna notice a nice ladder going up to the roof. It's because our roof is fully walkable. It's 16-inch centers on the aluminum rafters up there with 1/2-inch plywood. If I can walk on it, about any of you can walk on it. Notice your sidewalls on your slides, 3 inches. Most products you're gonna look, they're gonna be about an inch, inch and a half sidewall on the end walls of their slide outs. So in our unit, the easiest way to tell, you go inside and look and you see how well we dress out all the windows because of that 3-inch wall. It's exactly the same on your slide out end walls. So you're not losing a bunch of insulation through this slide out end wall. Now this unit has the second awning on it. It's additional campsite awning. So on this unit, it's about an 11.5-foot awning, lit, weather shield awning. Every awning on the unit's gonna be weather shield. This also has your optional slide toppers with the weather shields awnings on them. So one thing we didn't mention that we get a lot of questions on are hydraulics. So we're doing a 6-point hydraulic leveling system, and then the slide outs, anywhere you have a main floor slide, it's gonna be a hydraulic slide out. Your bed's gonna be an overframe hydraulic slide. And then these short little dresser slides, anywhere we use a real small slide, we'll use an electric Schwintek. Any of our bigger, heavier slides are gonna be a hydraulic system. And that concludes RiverStone 39R KFB.